good stuff.
All right. 7 former roommates are back at the Big Easy, and the emotions are running high, and you can't forget about the drama.
Ooh, the drama. Superfan John is standing by with the real world New Orleans, or what we say?
Nolans.
Now, you guys know, as the chief real world correspondent here,
Yes.
the best thing to come out of the pandemic for me are these reunions that we've got. And now it is New Orleans' turn. We are joined this morning by David Tokyo Broom and Matt Smith. Good morning, guys. Thanks for being with us.
Morning. Thank you for taking the time.
So, David, I have to ask, before we get started, I know you went through a name change. Would you like me to call you David or Tokyo? Which one is it?
Tokyo, please. I appreciate you asking.
I will make sure I do that. All right, so let's talk about this new series, The Real World Homecoming New Orleans. Matt, I want to start with you. Describe for me the moment you walked back through those doors again.
Oh, it's a couple things. That's a great question. Walking back in those doors, it was equal parts joy and euphoria because I saw the faces of people I love, but instant anxiety because I forgot that feeling of being on a reality show. My reality is about gardening. My reality is about checking my mail and being a good citizen. I don't go on reality shows really ever. So to walk into that, I'm like, oh, wow, there's a lot of cameras here. So yeah, that was mixed feelings when we walked in for sure.
David, how about you? Or Tokyo, I'm sorry.
Tokyo. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. It's more the same, but for me, I keep a low profile, like go under the radar. So it's me coming back to a situation where I know that this is going to be prevalent on social media now, since we weren't part of social media back then, 22 years ago. So it's me being able to compartmentalize and come and again, enjoy each other as opposed to doing a show.
Matt, who surprised you the most?
Oh, surprise, surprise. Oh, I don't know. I'm not allowed to talk about the surprises of the show. This is a tease. Who surprised me the most? I would say, here, that's what I'll tell you. Is parenthood does some remarkable things to people. So I'm a father, and that's, it is central to my life, of course. Anyone who becomes a dad will tell you that. But to see how our relationships and our dynamics evolved, because we're not 20-somethings anymore. We're not, hitting the clubs. We're about reuniting with people we knew then and the people we know now. And to talk about more serious issues, about parenthood, to talk about the pain of miscarriage. Those are things that they're not a life chapter for the first one, but it's a real raw part of each of our lives in a unique way. And I think that's what's unique about this is that anyone who watched us in, 2000, they're all grown up too. And they will see that we're not all kids, but we've had grown up chapters that have been beautiful, but also very difficult. And that's what gives this a real grittiness. This show is not perfection. This is the grittiness of life. And because of that, it feels very much like the grittiness of what we all experience every day. So there's a beautiful dichotomy there.
Okay, Tokyo, we have to talk about Squee-da-boo-dee-da-boo-dee, your great song that you wrote that became popular during the first run of this show. It occurred to me that that song you wrote is so catchy that pre-social media, you created the first meme ever, I think, with that song.
I appreciate the love on that. I didn't expect for it to be, anything more than what it was for me showing my creativity to my roommates. And it's a blessing that it became, I didn't care if it was taken, it was bad to some people or good to some others. It's a blessing that it became, a pillar, but it became a pillar because of my castmates. And I really, really, I can't speak more to the fact that I'm honored that it's part of the show and it's part of what makes this season unique.
It's part of
pop
culture.
I got to add to that. You don't know this, but
Go ahead.
Well, pop culture, but we could talk about big pop culture. But I'll say this is a funny thing. Coming out of church for the, I've been, I'm a big faith guy, on the first show and still now. But people, after church, I'm walking out of the church building and I'm thinking about God, and then someone walks over to me and they sing "Do Bobble Dwee Bobble" to me. And I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot.
That is
I forgot. Like, what you don't understand is Tokyo and I don't walking around thinking of ourselves as reality people. So when someone sings at you at church that song, you just don't, your brain doesn't know what to do. So I'm always stunned.
That is
But
fantastic.
yeah, thank you for that song, even if it's ruined my church.
That's, guys, it is Real World Homecoming New Orleans. Starts streaming this Wednesday on Paramount Plus. It is fantastic. You will enjoy it. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Appreciate it. Come on, be my baby.
Thank you so much. Honored.
That was great.
Squee-da-boo-dee-da-boo-dee.
Oh, good.
At
That's a good
church.
ditty, right? I love it.